Hello, and welcome to another update video on Link. I think we start on the larger time frame and get everybody who's new on the channel also a good idea of where we come from. You can see here that the market is currently moving, you could say, in a larger sideways range on our weekly chart, but we're overall still looking for higher prices because the rally from the the rally here from the 2023 low is considered a 5-wave move up. It's a pretty clear 5-wave move up, and that is a series of higher highs and higher lows. The market then even formed a 3-wave corrective pullback, basically a higher low, and we tried to rally again, formed another higher high and another higher low. Now we're waiting for the next higher high, basically to wrap this whole thing up. In the end, this should be a so-called A, B, C structure from an Elliott wave point of view, which is the model that we use to identify the structures on this chart. Typically, when people look at charts, they only see chaos. Elliott wave gives us a framework in which we can identify structure. And structure is helpful to determine risk and reward. That's essentially what this is about. So that is what we are tracking here on this chart, on our charts in general. Yeah. At the moment, the price seems to be, however, in a correction. That correction is not unexpected. We talked about it many times here on the weekly chart. That Link is on its way to this support area between $13.27 and $19.37. And Link is approaching this Fibonacci support area. I mean, we could have broken out directly, but you might remember that I highlighted many times the importance of this yellow trend line. So until we really break above this trend line, there isn't really a clear upside breakout signal. Okay, maybe on the local level here and there, if we get a break above Fibonacci resistance on the 1-hour chart, but this here is the weekly chart. It's much more meaningful, right? So the weekly chart tells us what are the really important levels, and the nearest key level here is the yellow trend line that's currently coming in at around 27 to 28, not cents, dollars. Okay. Above that level, we have obviously these previous swing highs, and the very next important one will be around $31 and then $36.50. And as you can see here, the projection to the upside points actually towards the blue zone, $47.68 or even 85, not unrealistic in Q4. But historically, you often see a bit of a bounce of Bitcoin dominance in September, October. That might be developing right now, so maybe we need to be a bit more patient. And rotation into Bitcoin is happening as we speak because Bitcoin dominance is going up, but it will obviously stay very close to this. During that period, maybe Link just needs a bit more time to correct, and $13.27 is the relevant Fibonacci support level. Let's also take a look at the shorter time frame for Link. Very important, because what we see here is that the market is not in an impulsive sell-off, as far as I can tell. So we are not currently at risk of breaking support. Also, the market hasn't told us that this move down is a trend. So it's a counter-trend move. That's why it's a 3-wave move. That means we have an A wave down, we have a B wave up, and a C wave down. And this C wave should be a 5-wave move. I do not yet see 5 waves. Now the price could be in this 5th wave down, right, from this B wave top, which formed on the 13th of September at $25.60. We have a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up. This could be a 3rd, but in the last video I already was skeptical whether this really is the 3rd wave. Anyway, in the short term it didn't matter. We formed the 4th. Ideal target for a 4th wave was reached around $21.95. That's the 38.2 retracement, usually the most common target and resistance level for a wave 4. And then a 5th wave down could be unfolding right now. And from there, we might see another 4-5. We'll have to see how the market then reacts, but I haven't seen that lower low yet anyway. Yep, we've seen a reaction to resistance, but not yet the follow through to the downside. So if we talk about nanostructures here, it might even be this, but this is obviously getting more and more speculative as we go to smaller and smaller time frames and wave degrees. So we'll see if the market does this, and gets to 1946 next. I will adjust resistance along the way. This here is now our nearest resistance area. It's not changed since yesterday. So even if this internal 4th is still unfolding, only a break above $22.47 gives us an, let's say a signal that on the smaller time frame, the bulls are trying to take the lead again. So yeah, that's the update on Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And also, if you're interested in further updates, check out our membership options. You can join Discord as a gold member. You get additional updates, a lot of additional updates. You can even influence kind of the coins we're looking at together. Sunday live stream and everything included. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional charts, news, updates, all sorts of other stuff, mindset, because you can get the best analysis. Without the right mindset in trading, you're likely not going to make it. So we teach about that as well. Link is in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.